there, Leo. How are you doing this evening? My name is Sherilyn, and I am here, to do your weekly reading. This one is going to be for Monday, September 15th through Thursday, September 18th. I should be back on Wednesday to do your bonus reading and get you through the weekend. However, they're threatening to take TikTok down again on Wednesday. So, if you get a chance, can you run over to YouTube and subscribe to me there? And so if they do take this down, you'll still get your weekend bonus reading, right? Because I'm on both. I'm Miss Sherilyn's Tarot over there as well. All right, we got that spiel out of the way. We're moving on now. This one's for my Leos. Let's see what we got for this week. Okay. These cards are being difficult. Here we go. For Leo. Alrighty, Leo. Oh, well, I don't know where that one came from. Now I feel like I got to shuffle again. What the heck? I don't know what that was about. All right. Goodness. Okay, here we go. For Leo, we're starting with the Magician. Okay. There we go. Followed by the Ten of Cups. And in the challenge position, I have the Seven of Cups. So, this is your backstory going into this reading or your recent past. It looks as though in the recent past, you were manifesting your emotional fulfillment. And then in the challenge position, I have the Seven of Cups. So here you are manifesting your emotional fulfillment, I'm assuming in one direction. The challenge became options. So you thought you found the correct path or the way you wanted to go, and suddenly there were options and you had to make decisions. So that's what it looks like we're working with. This was your past, okay? So however this played out is what's affecting the rest of the reading. Whatever happened here, we can't change. It's already happened, but it looks like maybe you got a little sidetracked. Or attempted at the very least, right? That's your backstory. Okay, so where are we at now? Currently, I have you with the Queen of Swords, okay? Followed by the Six of Swords. And in the challenge position, I have the Nine of Swords. So, you're presenting here as the Queen of Swords. That means you're incredibly intelligent. You're also very logical, very analytical. You're somebody, though, who has your emotions and your passions kind of locked up in a box over off yonder. You're trying to deal with everything from a very logical sense. You're looking through life through a very logical lens. You're not trying to let emotions and passions get involved, okay? You're very defensive. You're tired of people lying to you, telling you half-truths, whatever. So you're in a very defensive mode currently. You're trying to get your life back to a place where it's calm, meaning that all of whatever's happened here in the recent past and where you're standing at currently, you feel like there's a ton of chaos. You just want peace is what you want right now, is what you're saying. Okay? The challenge position is the Nine of Swords. There is an excessive amount of stress currently. Okay? Just a lot of anxiety. A lot of stress. Not sure what's going to happen, that kind of stuff. Okay? That's where I have you currently. Okay, where are we going in the near future? I've got the Two of Cups, followed by the Nine of Pentacles, and the challenge is the Ace of Cups. So, in the near future, we are Two of Cups. It says we're dealing with the divine union. Okay. Nine of Pentacles would talk about you stepping into your independence or reclaiming your independence here in the near future. And the challenge position is the Ace of Cups. So a new opportunity in love. What I see in these cards right here to me right now, Leo, looks like you're standing in your power. Okay. You are somebody everybody seems to want a piece of right now. Okay. So no matter how hard you try to find a situation that you can grow with, okay, there is constantly temptation of some sort that seems to be swirling around you that causes you to stumble a little bit. I don't know. That's what it looks like. It looks like it's very hard for you to keep your attention in one direction right now. That's what I see here. Because even as we get through whatever the situation is here that has all the stress in the near future, we have the divine union, which I assume to be the one that we started with up here. Then you're stepping into your independence. So that means you're stepping into somewhat of a single mode, somewhat of a independent atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? It's where you are somebody who wants somebody but doesn't need anybody, okay? And the next card over with the challenge, and just in the challenge position, is the Ace of Cups. So another opportunity in love. So I think opportunities are coming at you fast. And it's hard to navigate, is what I think. Okay? That's what I see right now. What's on the bottom of the deck? I have the Emperor, followed by the Queen of Wands and the Death card. So, You are somebody who is in charge of your world, okay? I don't care who's on any other position next to you. It's you that still calls the shots in your world. And you're in the Queen of Wands right here. So you are somebody who sees what you want and you go get it. It's just kind of a way of being for you right now. And you're also somebody who exudes a sense of sex appeal so that people around you just want to be with you. It's like a magnetic pull. You learning to control that and use your discernment to make decisions that are best for you and all that is what's the lesson that's trying to be taught here, I guess you could say. You're definitely going through a transformation. So although it feels like you're on the upside of everything, in some ways, when you're the happiest or everybody thinks you've got it the best, right, is when you're actually the most empty because things keep falling away from you that you think you want. You are in a transformation right now, period. There's just lessons that are being taught and things you need to figure out. The biggest one is discernment, being able to decide which things are actually going to serve you in the long run and which things are no good for you. And then being able to act on that and do the right thing, right? That's what I see here, which is incredibly uncomfortable and usually kind of sucks. The transformations always suck. But once you get through them, they're always for the best, right? So there you go. I mean, you could take solace in the fact you seem quite popular. That's a plus, right? There you go. Sorry, we have the Three of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. There's a sense of juggling here. There just is. Okay? If you're a cross watcher, I'm not saying this person's necessarily cheating on you, but this person derives a great deal of enjoyment and validation from the attention that they're getting. I can say that much at least, okay? With the Three of Wands, they're trying to plan for their future. Four of Wands, you know. I think you've come into contact with a fair amount of higher level soulmates. Some of them are just karmic, and it's all about you figuring out which ones are which, right? Which ones are karmic, which ones are good for you, which ones are bad for you. That's the thing you're in the middle of here. After that, I have the Star card, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. The Star card would say that you have a well of optimism inside of you because you know things are going to get better. Even when they get real bad, you know it's going to get better. Page of Cups is you acting a little bit immature and maybe not being real grounded in some of the things that you get yourself involved in, or some of the, you're a bit living in a bit of a fantasy world, maybe a little bit of Delulu, a little bit, just a little. It's a nice amount, right? And then Knight of Cups is you're just like this. See, you're just running around with all this love. You know what I'm saying? It's like the knight in shining armor. You can fix everything with love. That's kind of the... Okay, let's go to days of the week. I think you get the general picture. You're very popular right now. You're always popular, but even that plus some right now. There you go. Monday, I have the Ace of Swords, which is the Sword of Truth, and the Two of Wands. Some kind of a truth is coming forward on Monday, which leaves you with some kind of decision to make about which path you want to take to your future. Tuesday, I have the Nine of Wands and the Devil. Tuesday, you're feeling rather wounded, and it's because of the devil infiltrating your life, kind of, I guess, taking control over something in your life a little bit. Wednesday, I have the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. This is you trying to build a new foundation and being quite committed to doing that on that day, okay? Thursday, I have the Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands. I do believe there's a lot of talk around you right now, a lot of gossip. That happens whenever somebody's like a hot property or very popular. Knight of Swords, you're trying to cut your way through all the gossip and figure out what's real and what isn't. That's probably a lifelong journey, trying to figure out what's real and what isn't, but you're really on a quest, it looks like, on Thursday to get to the bottom of things, okay? I understand it's stressful for you, Leo, in some respects, but it's a pretty good problem to have, you know, to have options and to have, you know, different things to choose between. I know it can be stressful, but there's worse things, really, I think so. You're going to be fine. I know you will be. All right, that's what I have for you this week. No matter what the cards say, go out and make it the best week you possibly can. Like I said, if you don't mind, go over to YouTube and subscribe, and so that I don't lose y'all. If you got to this part in the video and you don't mind, can you hit the like, share, follow, comment, something? All of it helps me a ton. It really does. I appreciate you all greatly. Is that it? Oh, if you need a private reading, just send me a message and I'll get you the details. I'm never going to reach out to you first. I get messages every day from people telling me they got scammers using my name and my picture. That's not me. It's a fake, a phony, and a fraud. You send me a DM, I'll get you the details. We will work it out. But I'll never reach out to you first, and I don't have a backup account. This is it. Okay? All right, y'all. Take care. Thank you.